Just like him.
We have got a fantastic guest with us this evening.
Yeah.
I am Jiggy, and this is the whore.
Hi.
And we have got quite the guest with us this evening. And every once in a while, we let the guests do their own introductions, just in case I miss something, and I know I'm going to miss something on this one.
Yes, it's quite.
So go ahead and introduce yourself, sir, and then we're going to jump off the good foot and do the bad thing, as they say.
Well, I'm the infamous, the one you want to know, and I'm actually the Jack Cannon XXX.
Welcome.
Years in this goddamn business.
And you have your Elvis robe on this evening, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I did that because I could have put the whole leather outfit, but if I can manage to get to Chicago for Exotica, I don't know how I can do it. Come hell or high water, I got to figure something out. But if I do come, I'll be in the 68 comeback special leather outfit.
Ooh.
Okay, so speaking of Elvis, I've got to know, what do you think about this new Elvis movie with Tom Hanks?
No, stop it.
I've actually, no. I've seen I really think it's pretty good. I mean, from what I'm seeing, looks like they did a damn good job of keeping because some Elvis people are like, oh God, he's this, and I'm like, I think he did a pretty damn good job, because it's hard to, there was only one Elvis, and like I tell people, on the mainstream side, I'm a tribute artist, not an impersonator. So it's like, I know the quirky things Elvis did. I studied it. I changed a lot of the lyrics in his songs like he did in concert. So, so I do a lot of the stuff that just, like I was in Vegas, and yes, I'm mentioning it again, Lily. But basically, I walked by, I was driving by on Vegas Boulevard, and I look and I double, I'm like, okay, there was an Elvis in a fuzzy jumpsuit. I'm like, yeah, that's not right.
You know what I think is always, I interviewed a couple Elvis impersonators a few years ago, and they said that if you are a true Elvis impersonator, all the Elvis impersonators have numbers. So if they don't have a number, they're not a true Elvis impersonator.
So what number are you?
I don't know if the number thing is a work or a shoot. So
I've never heard that. I mean, no, I've never heard that. It's like I have some very good friends that are dead-on ringers, and they are authorized Graceland tribute artists.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is
like,
serious stuff.
Well,
oh, yeah. If you ever get a chance to look up Chance Tender, he's amazing. Another one is, he's on my Facebook, Lily, if you look him up. Chance Tender. He has Project Presley. In fact, he's doing a show tomorrow in Tucson.
Ooh, we gotta check that out.
But yeah, he's got 2 shows tomorrow in Tucson at 2 and 6, and he's amazing. And then there's, I have to look him up, but there's another guy. I mean, he mentored under Chance. So, and I've been to 2 of Chance's shows. And it's just flipping amazing, but it's like learning the quirkiness of Elvis. It's totally fun, because he was a fun guy. So, like, I'm sure you're like, a lot of his songs, he would actually, like, either add little lyrics or change them up a bit just to have fun.
Nice. So besides Elvis, what do you do in the industry? Yeah, what don't you do? No, that might be okay. Here we go.
That's a better question.
I'm ready for the novel.
All right. I mean, okay, so basically I'm male talent. I'm a producer. I'm a director. Some of the girls that I've worked with, or the ladies I've worked with, they call me the triple threat, kind of like Elvis in some aspects, or like Michael Landon,
yeah.
Yeah, I said Michael Landon, Little House on the Prairie.
Yes,
that's right.
I actually knew who that was.
There is one of our production people off camera here has no clue who Michael Landon is.
I know that Little House.
I can almost guarantee you.
She's not.
She knows nothing about Michael Landon.
I know what
She
Little
doesn't-
House on the Prairie is, though.
I do. Yeah. See.
It's like, Little Joe Cartwright, Bonanza, come on,
Touched by an angel, all that.
Yeah. See.
It's like,
I know Magnum PI.
I love all those. It's amazing, because it's like I had a chance. If I would have had the money, I could have bought his Bluebird bus after he passed away. They were only asking like 30 grand for it.
But you bought
Yeah,
what
it-
instead? Don't you have kit?
That's a whole other story.
Okay.
But, yeah.
He said, "Oh,
Yeah, I need to get a sponsor. Every time I want to get a sponsor to get that freaking car done, I keep getting screwed. Yes, I own an 82 Trans Am. Yes, I'm trying to get it turned into kit. Yes, there's some other things going on that we can't talk about
Okay.
live. But, I'm trying to get some sponsors to put this thing together, and I will say this much. There's a potential movie, adult Perry in the, but I need help, and no one wants to fucking help me.
Jesus."
So, okay, I also hear from, and I don't know if this is a work or a shoot, but something about you being a train conductor
Or something with
I-
trains.
or something to do with trains.
Yeah, now this is off adult topic.
Oh,
but
maybe.
yes, I am. Well, I'm actually a operator at the Railroad Museum out here in California.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
And I did take it to the next level. Of course, I had to take all my stuff that gave any inclination to the museum off. But I did make 2 movies called Railroad Conductor Gets Laid.
Jesus
Ooh, do
Christ!
they know
Of
that?
course you
Do they
did.
know you did that?
Of course you did.
Well, that has nothing to do with them. I took anything promoted to the museum off. I'm just Jack Cannon, the Railroad Conductor.
Oh, you just wore the suit.
I wore the suit, and I worked with Jay Taylor.
Uh-huh.
She was the one and so ironically, you guys are gonna laugh your asses off on this, but when we did it, she thought she was getting Captain Jack, but I had just did a charter. I'm like, I don't have time to do Captain Jack. We're gonna do some. I did this first. It's the first of a series, and so because I know railroads, it's one of those things where when you work for the railroad, you're 12 hours in and 12 hours off. So that's why you have a layover. Hence the word laid. Okay.
Laid over.
The conductor gets laid. Okay. So when I talked to Jay, her boyfriend at the time was the cameraman. And it's hilarious because she goes, her boyfriend's like, dude, this is amazing. Let's do train-related sex topics in the movie. And she looks at me with a
Train-related
death
sex
stare and
topics.
goes, no, we're not doing that. I'll have a hard enough time keeping a straight face. And he's like, but really, this will make the movie sell. And I'm like, I like that actually. I'm like, so we started the thing, and the whole premise of because everything I do, like I told you in the past, Lily, is improv. There's really no script.
Yeah, I
It's
love improv. Yes.
You know?
I'm gonna improv with you.
Okay, well, bring it, baby.
We should. We are.
So she goes. So she's in the
should do
room
it now.
I tie in talent testing into the movie. too.
Oh gosh.
And the reason I did that is because I said I was the conductor on the line that goes through Reseda where talent testing is.
Okay.
And so, long story short, she goes, she ends up in my hotel room because I'm on a layover, okay? I come out because I hear some ruckus, and she goes, hi. I'm like, hi, what are you doing in my room? She's all, I was on your train. And I'm like, and I'm in the conductor. I'm like, yeah, well, that's kind of what I do. I'm a conductor, hello.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, I know, but I want to learn more about trains. And I'm like, honey, that'll take more time than I can give you right now. And she's like, oh, just give me the gist of it. I'm like, okay, so you want to learn how they couple up.
Oh goodness.
And I said, and then you can see she's trying to keep a straight face, but she's like, yeah, mm-hmm. And I go, and how we lube the motor, the engine to keep every part's moving good. She's like, yeah. And then I go, and when we pull the air hose apart, it spews everywhere. And she's like, yeah, that's what I want to know.
Choo
So,
choo.
which
Chugga chugga.
And so, yeah, that's what we pretty much did. And so, of course, that was a fun shoot. then we did. I'm like, okay, now we got to take you to the bath because I love bubble bath scenes too. That's another thing of my. I love that whole facet of things. So that's fun. We did that, and she's like, after the whole shoot was totally done, she tells me, she goes, I normally don't do bubble bath or stuff like that with male talent because to me that's something I reserve for my boyfriend. But she goes,
I'll bone you, but
I'll bone you.
But I won't do bubbles with
she
you.
goes,
No.
yeah, she goes, you're such a gentleman, and you're very, I respect you, so I knew we could do this with no problem.
Oh, and then
So-
bubbles, huh?
Yeah, bubble, and soapy hand job,
Okay, and then where does your name come from? Come on now.
Yeah, what is that?
I won't-
Baiting me to tell you that one?
Yes, because I won't lose my lunch this time. No, go ahead.
You're not drinking anything, right?
No, I'm not.
No.
I know not to. Don't drink.
Okay, and now we're gonna get jiggy with it right now, right here, man.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here
Jiggy
we
Jag.
go.
Here we go.
Yeah. Okay. So when I started 12 years ago, okay. So basically, of course, I told you I have to tell you all this to build up to this.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously, you know about Captain Jack, and so it was one of those things where, of course, I did my first Exotica. I was getting my mind off stuff because I had lost my mom and so on and so forth. And so I went to the first Exotica. Well, that's where I met Evan Stone. And of course,
Jesus,
Here we go.
He's
Yeah.
always the one that causes all the problems.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, well, he's partly responsible for this main thing. So not the name, but basically getting things rolling. And so I met him there, but then I met him at my first APN, and he's like, hey, he goes, because he saw me as Captain Jack, and he was the infamous pirate hunter in Pirates XXX, okay, with Jesse Jane and so on. And so long story short, he's like, hey, you want to be in a movie? And I'm like, okay, what kind of movie? He goes, well, it's an adult film, but he goes, if we're going to do the open casting call at Sanctuary Studios, which at the time was, or not Sanctuary, it was Passive Arts at the time. And it's a BDSM club, a dungeon club. And so we were meeting, everybody's like, but don't come as Captain Jack, because if you come as Captain Jack, they won't even talk to you. He goes, you just got to come as a generic pirate. And he goes,
A generic pirate.
well, meaning I couldn't do, because they had already had a battle with Disney.
Oh, yeah.
Using the
Yeah.
And
The
they
good old
actually
intellectual
won, too.
property.
So, yeah. So basically, one thing led to another. I ended up as my first non-sex extra. I didn't have a stage name at the time, so I decided, which I think my grandfather would have got a kick out of it. But if you look in the credits on Pirates 2, you'll see Pirates, and it lists a bunch of the cast that played the extra pirates. You'll see Sir Antonio Manfredi. That's me.
Sir Antonio Manfredi is the name you picked. Oh my gosh.
Well, yeah. And so one thing led to another.
That's
of course, Jesse, I walked the red carpet. So that kind of laid the foundation. So, I started trying to get, and it's hard for male talent. You guys know this.
Yeah.
It's not, especially starting like when I did, but thank God Nikki Hunter was like my porn mama. So she kind of like honed a lot of my, she goes, you're a gentleman. She goes, remember, treat the talent you work with like a lady, not an object. And I'm like, well, that I wouldn't do that. She goes, yeah, I know. That's why I know you can make it. You may not make it like the big A-listers, but you'll make it. You'll get recognition.
Yeah.
And this is why, changing the subject just for a second, this is why a certain person can't stand my guts.
No.
But anyway,
Jeez.
but long story short, because, and I got to tell you this, that there's another story. It's kind of related to that, but it's hilarious because you guys will laugh. You'll fall off the chair laughing. But basically, so Nikki helped me. I did a few things with her, and then it was we didn't get to do any sex scenes. I just basically did like a BDSM. She was a dom kind of thing, stuff. So little things for MeanGirls.com and stuff like that. So she got me a gig. She got me another non-sex extra with Zero Tolerance. you guys remember Deal or No Deal, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I'm in there. And that was the first place I used my stage name as Jack Cannon. But prior to that, to answer your question, Lily.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did my first boy-girl scene for my company, Compass Adult Productions. And I didn't have a stage name just yet. And so we did the fuck scene. She's doing this and trying to get the pop shot. Not trying, but she did. So finally, she's down there,
She got over
and
it.
it just, bam, blows right up in her face, her tits, everything. And she goes, holy fuck, that thing shoots like a cannon.
That's right.
And
Ew.
I go,
It's covered in cum.
so it's like, you see the cartoons with the light bulbs?
Yes.
I go, Jack Cannon. Yeah, I think that would work. So then I went to a few of the, like Nikki, a few other talent that I knew, female talent. I'm like, hey, what do you think about Jack Cannon XXX for my stage name? And they're like, dude, that's perfect for you. Since it encompasses what you do as Captain Jack,
And you're
then you
known
just
for your
tailor make it
massive
that-
loads.
Okay, so
Yeah,
how
I
do...
may not be the biggest dick. I can be a dick, but yeah, and just ask a certain person who I want to kick his ass. But I can be a dick.
We won't say
Like,
who. No.
That would be fantastic.
No.
We could definitely put that on film.
No.
So Jack,
What's happened? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
how do we find you on social media, websites, all these things? How do we send
Okay,
people
so,
your way?
Twitter is at Jack Cannon XXX. That's my Twitter. My Instagram, which Lily just followed me there.
Oh, that's because that was
I
taken
gotta
down.
look it up.
I was taken down.
Who do what now?
I was taken
Who do
down.
what now? Again?
No, just once.
Yeah.
That's, after they thanked me. After they thanked me
I
for
love,
following
I
the
love,
rules,
I love that.
they
that
took me down.
They
So
thanked her for
this is
following
what I
the
think
rules.
of Instagram. They did. They said They left
They
me
said
a notice
thank
and
you?
said nothing that you have done is doing this to your account. Like you haven't done anything wrong, huh?
And then they're like,
And thank you for following
Peace
the
out.
TOS. You're permanently removed.
"Oh, you're banned.
He's laughing. It's true. I had it's real. They really
No tiki, no laundry."
Nope.
She just
gone.
Okay, so,
I got
my
my,
Instagram is Jack Cannon X _ AKA _ Captain Rob.
Jesus,
pinch poke.
my lord.
It's adult and it's my personal. I'm like, if you can't deal with the fact that I'm a fucking adult star, go fuck yourself.
That's what we had.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's
Tell me
pretty
how you
much-
really think about it.
That's pretty much how it should be,
Yeah.
my friend.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go to these exoticas or these porn conventions, what is the reception to some of these outfits that you have?
He's the whore
Are you
there.
kidding?
Yeah.
The as far as Captain Jack, the girls went nuts. I mean, the ladies were nuts
That's
over
because
that.
Captain Jack is
Um,
hot.
Yeah, well, it's like, and then when a lot of the fans like, hey, Jack Sparrow's here, and I'm like, I would turn to them and I go, well, no, I'm Captain Jack Cannon. I'm the naughty one in the family.
Oh, he's good.
And so, and so they're like, oh, you're Jack Cannon? I'm like, I believe there's a cat in this.
That's
So-
awesome.
So
That's
I did
good.
that, and of course, I did 1 year at AVN as General Cannon.
General Kane.
I was a parody of Russell Crowe in Gladiator.
What in the world is going on?
No, hold on.
We have got all sorts of things
Yeah, it
happening.
happening behind us.
Happening behind us,
Yeah,
Jack.
okay. Yeah, sorry.
Good God.
We had darts being thrown at us.
we have darts being thrown at us.
Yeah,
we have all sorts of things happening. And so Jack, what is the reception on social media to your stuff? Because you are fantastic.
Well, everybody, I mean, you know, I have a few people that are just, oh, whatever, but most of, I mean, 99% of the people, they love what's made me be able to make it in this short period of time is because the movies I do, like I told you, Lily, is they're featurettes,
Yes.
improv featurettes with a story, okay? So they're not your typical fuck, suck, we're done, you know, gonzo. I don't do that. You know,
Yeah.
and
He's
so
got a
it's
story.
like my stuff, you know, that's what the reception is, you know, with my stuff. And I mean, I've sold stuff across the pond. I mean, I get people in Germany, in England, they buy my stuff. Australia.
The Aussies are great. They're wild.
I have 3 clips for sales. I have the main one, of course, which is feature movies, which is Clips for Sale 41868 is the studio to find all the feature movies.
Yep.
Then I have another one, which is Bath, Shower, and Soapy. Okay,
Oh, that's your
all-
Fetid. Okay. Got the bubbles in there.
Yeah.
Bath, Shower, and
then,
Soapy.
of course, there's Compass Down and Dirty, which is the ones that are, we just want to get straight to the action. So it's the gonzo part. So it's
Yeah,
where I
he's
take
like, yeah.
you know. So it's like I made sales on that, but the 2 best places are the fetish one, the massage, soapy shower, you know, that type of thing. And then I have like 4 volumes of, and it's in there, but it's also on the feature movies. You guys, and I'm sure, I don't know, Lily, have you been to Bath and Body Works?
Oh, yes. I've bathed in there.
Yeah, well, I basically have one called Bath and Body Hurts.
Oh, I like it.
Jesus. Hell
What
of
do
a
you
deal.
do? Just like canning them in the shower?
Oh, no.
He's like,
basically, I'm basically the dom in there because I am a trained
Oh.
dom as well. So,
Very
you know,
clever.
It's like the girls are either getting themselves in trouble, they're lying, or like the first one I did, she didn't want to take a shower. I'm like, you smell, either you take a shower, a bath, or I'm going to do it for you and you're not going to like it.
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah. I want to know. How do we? Yeah, I want to see that video to see who won. Do you think she got a bath?
No, oh no, she was in there goofing around. So let's just say it didn't bode
He put
well.
the hose down her, throat, the shower.
Good God.
No, but she got a hair job because she didn't want to wash her hair, so I pretty much doused her in soap in her hair,
Ooh.
did a shampoo, and then soap and bubbles everywhere. And then I'm like, you know what? Then I stuck my dick in her hair and jerked off in her hair.
This is classic. I love it. And it's the best ever. It's like throwing your load,
And then all
blam.
of a sudden, you know that is a fetish, FYI.
It is.
That's called a hair job.
Yes, I just had a guy last night wanting to jerk a load in my hair. And,
Oh.
or from behind, they want to like throw the load at you, and Matt, like, yeah. You guys are weird.
Yeah, and then I had one girl, one gal, summer night we did it, and she basically got in trouble for lying to me. And
In trouble for lying to me.
Well, lying because she told me she was out with her friend, and she actually was out with a guy, and I found out about it.
And then
we
you
were
threw a
supposed
load
to
in
go
her
on a
hair?
date. Oh, well, yeah, that was later. That was after she was tied up with her hands over her head, tied to the shower curtain bar.
Oh
So-
my goodness. Woo.
Wow.
I can already just vibe that one. Don't lie
Well-
to Jack
Yeah.
Cannon.
Jack,
And then-
you are fantastic, my
Yeah,
friend.
he's great. That is a good one.
And I did another one with Sarah St. Clair. If you look her up, we did one where I had never done a stepdad thing.
Oh, that's my thing.
So,
It's a stepdad thing.
Basically, I go.
The stepdad gimmick.
She goes, because whenever I do a scene with the lady, I'm like, hey, and this is like what Nikki told me too. She's like, I'm not your typical producer, director saying we're doing it this way, like it or not, fuck you. No, I basically
Improvise.
say, you know what? They're literally buying they're not buying the content for the girl, okay, for the lady I'm working with. They don't care about me, okay. And I want them to be happy with the content trade we're doing. And so I go, so Sarah, what do you want to do? She goes, I want you to be my stepdad. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, do I look that old?
It's a step.
Yeah, I'm like, so long story short, she gave me the highest compliment, a few ladies I worked with ever gave me. And I left this in the scene. But she comes walking in. It's called Daddy's Dirty Girl, basically. She comes in, and again, all improv. And I'm like, she's like skipping into the room, and I go, she goes, oh, hi, Daddy. And I'm like, hi, where have you been? She goes, oh, I went out with Erica or whatever. I forget the name.
Yeah.
And she goes, I'm like, I don't think you've been out with Erica. I think you've been doing something else. And she goes, how do you know? I'm like, the look on your face is how I know. And she goes, well, fine. I'm like, so what did you really do? She goes, I let a guy fuck me in the ass. And I go,
Well, at least she was honest.
Well, there you go.
At least she was honest.
I go, well, basically I go, really? I'm like, you're supposed to talk to me before you give anything up. She goes, I don't know why. You're just my stepdad. And I'm like, why is because, this is the agreement. She goes, and I said, you know what this means, right? She goes, if you even try to lay a finger on me, I'm going to tell mommy on you. So I pull her by the hand and look her dead in the eye. And I go, you can tell your mama anything you want because I fuck her in the same hole you came out of.
Jesus, what a line.
Ooh, and that came off the top of your head, huh?
Yeah,
I love
and
it.
she looks like the deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
She's all...
I would be shocked too.
She's looking like this, and she's all...
Whoa.
Ew?
Ew? He said, ew? Yeah, that's kind of...
That's what she...
I love it.
Of course, I put her over my knee. She gets a spanking and so on and so forth. And then I go, now get your clothes off. I got to wash the slut off of you.
Oh, my gosh.
She says, yeah, good luck.
You,
And I'm like,
yeah.
oh, don't worry. I got plenty of soap.
Oh my gosh, that's when you went in. It sounds like you played that dad role really well.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. Nailed her too.
Oh, yeah. And that was the whole thing, too, because she surprised me because, like, if I agree to, like, we come to terms on whoever I'm working with, if we come to an agreement, if it's just, say, a hand job, if it's a shower scene,
Yeah.
if there's no fucking involved, I don't try to do anything that we didn't talk about, okay? Like some of these producers and some of these knuckleheads do, And so we're in the shower. All of a sudden, of course, we're sitting in the corner of the shower, and she's jerking me off, and I go, she whispers to me, stick it in. And I'm like, and we were tested, obviously.
Yeah.
And I go, what? She goes, stick it in. And I'm all, cut.
Because you didn't discuss that beforehand.
Well, yeah. And I go, what do you mean? And I go, this. She goes, I was going to surprise you. And I'm like, well, gee, you think you could have told me sooner?
You're right.
I'm like, so finally we go back at it. And I had to go back and change a little bit of the lines. And she's like, so then I go, well, so we're in there and in the shower, and she goes, I gotta wash mommy's stank juices off of here.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And so we're doing that, and then finally I'm like, okay, so we took it to the bed, and because usually most of the time when I do the pop shot, it's in missionary
Yeah, it's canon.
position.
It's canon.
So finally, because she had heard about the cannon, okay?
Yeah, I would have ran.
From other ladies, and she goes, so to fire the shot, you know, she made a huge mistake, you guys, a major mistake. So I shot, it got on her tits. She thought it was done, and she put her head up. Boom!
Oh, right in the eye? Right in the eye?
And, well, it was like right here, running
No!
down her face. And so it's running down her
To the moon,
boobs,
Alice.
and basically it fills her, she goes, it fills her belly button up, and she looks at the camera and goes, yep, they were right.
The Cannon. Classic.
And then she looks down at her belly button and goes, hey, Jack, look, it's a jizz doozy.
Yeah, it just I can't.
Jack,
Woo.
you have been fantastic.
Yeah,
we
this-
have to do this again, my
I
friend.
love this. I love your stories.
Before we let you go, what is next for you, and where can we see you as far as appearances
Right now,
and things?
I'm trying to get some shoots done, you know, some stuff done. It's just been really hectic with COVID, and, you know, now that our talent testing is way more expensive than it was, you know, so it's like there's a lot of different little things that I'm just like, I'm trying to get some more content, new content done, and hopefully soon. I've got some content sitting that I need to actually get edited from 2 years ago. So, but I'm hoping I can come out to one of the exotic, because it's just a matter of funds and so on.
Chicago.
If you make it to Chicago.
Yeah, we're going to be in Chicago.
I'm going to be in Chicago with my Christmas suits.
Oh, again? No,
And you need to be there, sir.
Let's all split a hotel, man.
Oh, I'm already bumming off someone else.
She's already got a
I already worked for that spot. Yeah, see?
We'll figure something out.
Well, Jack, you have been tremendous, my friend. This has been excellent. We have to do this again.
Let's do it in Chicago if you're there live.
If you make it to Chi-Town,
Yes.
even though I hear they don't like it being called Chi-Town, if you make it to Chi-Town,
Please
you
interview
let
with
us
it.
know, and we will get it in where we fit in, which apparently after talking to you for 30 minutes is almost nowhere. And,
We need a lot more time.
So Jack, you can find Jack Cannon on the old Twitter machine at Jack Cannon XXX. And Jack, thanks for doing this, brother. This has been fun, and we look forward to